Welcome, ladies and germs, to Colorado Springs. It is beautiful here. I can see mountains on the horizon, snow-capped peaks, real mountains. I rode in Germany and Switzerland with Honza and Jan and Mickey from Laid Back Cycles recently, and we were riding over what Honza described as mountains. And Honza knows what mountains are. He lives in Europe. He sees them all the time, but seeing snow on the top, that's a mountain. That's a mountain. As a matter of fact, okay, another little story. Annie always says that because I'm from Detroit, I don't pronounce the T in words. And one of those words is mountain. She's like, why don't you say the T in mountain? I says, well, because it's mountain. Anyways, I digress. We are at stop number 3 on the van and trike tour of many, many more to come. Colorado Springs is the home of a company called Angletech. I've been conversing with the team there, and I am looking forward to a fun couple of days. Apparently there's some rides that they've organized, barbecues, some parties. It's gonna be a good old time. They even have a parking spot with power. I'll be able to sort of clean up. It was about a 10, 11 hour drive from Iowa, where I met with the Connecticut Yankee peddler and his team and his family, basically. His team is his family. It's him and his 2 sons that run the show. That's the intro. We'll get there in about 30 minutes. They are on a street called the Garden of the Gods. That's powerful. Garden of the Gods. So let's see how Angletech on the Garden of the Gods is. Oh boy, I see myself some tadpole trikes. Hey, you. How you doing? I'll find out a little bit more about you. How's it going? Josiah, right?
Yeah. Good.
How's it going? Good to see you.
Did you park over here?
No, I'm over here.
Oh, you can come over.
How are you?
How's it going?
Good. How many trikes do you have here at any one time?
It's about 50-ish.
50?
Yeah.
From how many brands? You got a little bit of everything.
I've been tracking it actually.
How many brands do we have right now?
You're peppered with all sorts of like Stein trikes. I saw, right?
We've got
And
Stein,
that's not everybody has Stein, you know. Ooh, what a coating on this.
Right. So I guess 7 brands of trikes.
All right. Was this special order, this coating?
Oh man.
Holy
Was it ever? This is a local guy. His name's Ali. He's got a company called Dark Matter Finishing. This is like a 30-year-old Rand Screamer frame.
Okay.
That Stephen Belinkie in Philadelphia, he modernized it for us. He put all these cable guides in because we're electrifying it.
Oh, okay.
And then he actually took out the steer tube and the head tube and put a new head tube in the frame that's bigger, so a modern fork can go in there. Oh, and then he added I think he added these disc tabs and and this this thing right here.
And he painted it.
And then Ollie here in town painted it. He sent it back raw. This is a project that was in its conception when I first started working here in 2016.
Okay.
It's finally getting finished, which is a really surreal moment.
Yeah.
It's actually
You've graduated after so long.
There was no way for us to modernize a Rand Screamer at that time, and then we got, I guess we developed a closer relationship with Stephen Belinkie, who's one of the few people I could imagine that would do this or could do this.
When are you going to finish? When will it go out the door?
I'm hoping to finish by Friday and get it shipped out Friday.
How much do you do like old tweaks versus brand new rides out the door? Is this this is a pretty special project?
This is the most special project you could probably show up on while you're here.
Yeah.
I would say we do quite a few electric conversions on older Ranzes and older Bichettas. Percentage-wise to normal stuff, it's pretty small percentage.
Okay, sure, but probably higher than other shops.
I would think so.
I think so.
It's a little word of mouth. And
yeah.
I think a lot of the people that go out on their old bike that they've gone on numerous tours with, when they go out and ride that after it gets electric, they're just
what a feeling.
It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
machine.
Like I thought I knew it, but I don't, you know. This is gonna be
Grind it
fun.
out.
This is gonna be fun.
We can maybe do the garden, and maybe we can go downtown, stop at Tasty Freeze. I don't know.
It all sounds good to me. Yeah, we're gonna go on some rides around town. I mean, what can I expect terrain-wise? It's dry, like desert, sort of, or is it like forest? I was driving through a lot of different.
Well, you're like Colorado. There's still snow here, so I think last week Josiah was like 35 or up to 50 inches of snow just hit Pikes Peak.
I thought it was 35 degrees. You're 35 inches.
And so you're good this week, but a few weeks ago they got snow, so you know the temperature is like chilly. It like fluctuates like 40 degrees.
Okay.
So it will be like 40 tonight, and like it's 80 right now.
Nice sleeping weather. Nice
Yeah.
sleeping weather. Great sleeping in the van weather.
So
Cool.
we might do some hills.
All right.
And the hills are all around us. So.
Are they all people riding with us? What's the percentage of powered versus pedaled?
Probably half and half.
What altitude are we at right now from sea level?
about 6,000 feet.
Okay, okay. Climbed Everest in some different places, so I'm used to the headaches, you know. Yeah, the first night's always the rough one, you know.
Space to go.
Cool, cool. I'm gonna walk around and get some B-roll and stuff, and yeah. The dog is gonna want to attack the drone though, because Haku? Is Haku? You think?
He doesn't mind.
You sure? Because
Only the people or the dogs he'll bark
Haku.
at.
Okay, I was gonna ask his name, Haku. All right, then I'll fly the drone around, get some cool stuff for the outside here.
Okay, so this is the one wheel. You've probably seen that. But we have this Rand chair here.
Well, that was the one.
Okay.
This would be our fit chair.
Because her husband.
And then I just put these little tires on so it doesn't slip off.
Okay.
You just put it on here.
Right, they're one of the same thing.
And it's really just like riding a recumbent. You just have to get a little used to that. It's easier to learn this, the one wheel this way than normal. Yeah, Kelvin's ridden it. I mean, what's cool about learning the one wheel chair is you just sort of tippy toe along like this to learn.
Okay.
Maybe you just kind of drag your feet for a little while.
Does one wheel go in reverse?
Yeah.
You can lean backwards?
Yeah, you can back up.
You're pretty agile on that thing. Can I try it?
Yeah, you're welcome to try it. Yeah.
Let me get the perspective there.
Okay.
Then I can focus.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, back
You're
is
locked
brake.
in. So
Okay.
lean
Forward
a
is
little
go.
forward to go forward.
Get scared, just lean back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Slow down.
Oh, you just got to rethink things a little bit.
Yeah. A couple hours of practice, we can kind of see how it engages your core, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So just a couple hours of practice, you'll ride it like a pro.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Did you see what I did? I had to rotate my whole body so that the balance. Yeah, it's totally a feeling thing, you know.
Yeah, and you just keep a little rigidity in your core. And
Coming through. Neat. It's so quiet.
it's like dead quiet while you're riding it.
I've never ridden like the single wheel anythings, you know. So
I got this originally to do mountain bike trails on it.
how long does the battery last for?
It'll go 30 miles
What?
on a charge. By the end of that, your legs are killing you.
Right, right. Yeah, that's a workout. I feel like, you know, that like my core is engaged.
Yeah,
Wild.
the chair's fine.
Have you ever ridden one of the one wheel, like not the
electric
fast one
unicycles?
wheels?
I haven't.
I've seen some people going like
I've ridden
80 miles an
once,
hour on
I
those.
wasn't very good at it.
Look at the Skyfly X. This thing is sexy. Like brass white walls. It wouldn't be white walls, it'd be brass walls. And then you got the brown handholds. That thing is so cool. like a classic. It even has a new logo. So this thing is like new. So cool, so nice. Now it's a well-decorated showroom. The rack or the?
No, just the trike.
Yeah.
See anything weird about it?
Well, your derailleur, you've got a tensioner.
Extra rear derailleur.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's a triple in the front and this 1151 in the back, which is
It's like
absurd.
absurd.
Amount of gearing, but it's all made possible with the SRAM, the extra derailleur mounted to the T-cycle battery mount.
That's so funny.
So yeah, you can get the chain, 51 and a 52 up there.
That's crazy. Yeah, Angletech is, I think, 60% adaptive and 40% able-bodied. So they really focus more on people with some disabilities. There's, here in Colorado, because temperatures, there's riding seasons all around the year, I think. And it's such a beautiful place. People that are older continue to get out and ride, which is awesome. And trikes enable people that normally wouldn't be able to balance on a bike to do this, and get out there and have some fun, which is awesome. But they have a lot more focus. Jackie actually focuses a lot on the system of the purchase and how to walk somebody through step by step to make sure that they get what they want. Most of the trikes in back here are demo samples so that people can come, they can ride almost anything, find what really suits them the most, and then get exactly what they want. And obviously take delivery of that, they'll order it and whatnot. But yeah, most of these trikes here are for people to try. So Bill here, you work here, right? Or are you just hanging out?
Just hanging out.
Okay. But he was showing me his phone, his flip phone, and then he's like, "Hey, check this out. This is my bike collection. Look at that insanity."
So yeah, there's 22 Schwinn homegrowns. That's a Schwinn Underground, Project Underground.
Holy
This is
moly.
at Colorado Springs Bike Shop, right?
No,
Where's the?
How many?
That's what it looks like.
That's his personal collection.
This is your collection?
Yes.
this is my house.
Yes. Look at that
You can't
thing.
see it, but there's 22
Bill, I
bikes
never
here
knew.
and 20-something bikes on the flip side of it.
Because he's like the bike god.
Yeah, then here's the rack.
Holy
I
moly.
thought that was pedal station. Honestly,
How long does it take you to collect all of those? Was that something recent or like
So it's
last
my whole
decade?
life, pretty much. Homegrowns I got involved in the last 25 years, probably. I used to
Whoa.
work and sell Schwinns and stuff, but we also sold Cannondale. And so the homegrown came out, and Schwinn was having its problems, its bankruptcies and this and that and stuff.
Adios.
And I was like, well, Schwinn is just stupid.
Yeah.
Schwinn, you think Schwinn, you think of the varsity and the collegiate, and that's what killed them.
Right.
And then when the mountain bikes came out, Schwinn didn't get into mountain biking. They thought it was going to be a fad. And so everybody else was diving in on it, and Schwinn jumped into it too late.
Wow.
And so I was over in Germany, and I found a good deal on a Schwinn homegrown frame. And I was like, I really like the color. It was bass boat blue.
Okay.
Had checkerboard stripes on and stuff. I was like, I'm going to get it. And then I got it, and I stinking fell in love with it. It's like, I love this. And I'm like,
I hope so.
I talk shit about these bikes for so long. I said they were stupid and they were ridiculous. And I got them like, well, this is my favorite bike now.
Awesome.
And I felt bad. And so another one came available. And I was like, I'm getting that,
Oh, and the legend was
Life
born.
happened,
The legend was
and
born.
I had no wife, and I had space. And I was like, well, I'm here in this area, and there's homegrowns everywhere because this is basically where they came from.
Okay.
And so I started picking them up and cleaning them up and stuff. And I was like, well, I don't have a red and silver one. I don't.
How
have
many
a
color
black
combinations
and
do you
gold.
have?
I have 22.
Jeez
And
Louise.
there's still a couple that are the hidden.
Are they copies of colors? Do you have any
I do have
of different
a couple copies
setups,
of
right?
Like the red,
Yeah.
and red, which I got a couple of those just because of the components.
Wow.
So I was like, I'll get that bike and I'll take components
For
off.
parts.
Yeah. I worked at the outdoor rec for the Air Force in Germany,
Okay.
Salt Lake, and here. So it was rock climbing, caving, biking. kayaking, canoeing.
How old are you?
Rafting. I'll turn 60 here pretty quick.
Holy cow, you're a good-looking 60-year-old.
Thanks.
Jesus.
So cycling was, when I was a kid, it was BMX.
Yeah.
And then when mountain biking came out, it turned into mountain biking.
Yeah.
And then there was touring, and then there was road racing, and then there was criterions, and that's always a different bike.
Okay.
And so as I got older, time trials faded away, but I kept the time trial bike.
Yeah.
You know, it changed. I went from a very tight road racing bike,
Yeah.
time trial kind of thing, but then my neck couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And I ended up doing recumbents. And recumbents, I'm like, okay, my hands don't hurt.
Yep.
My neck doesn't hurt. I don't wear padded shorts.
Yep.
You know, it's just comfortable.
Yeah.
and
It's
I
a
love
totally
it.
different riding experience.
My riding went from, you know, I want to go out for a long ride. I can only ride as long as I can take the pain.
Yeah.
And the pain in the butt or the neck or the hand or
Yeah.
whatever. And then it turned into the recumbent, which has no pain.
Yeah.
And now it's how long of a day do I have?
Exactly.
Because I can ride all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Here's a phoenix right above your head.
Okay.
That's the last phoenix that they made before they stopped making the phoenix. It's
So this is our shoulder steer trike set up for a kid who was born without arms.
Huh.
And so it uses these linkages
Yeah.
and actually just steers the. This is actually a Rand's handlebar on this underneath.
So you adapted it, or
No, we
it was a
adapted
pre-planned? Okay, so you
We
have
adapted it.
TerraCycle.
Yeah, it's using a lot
T-cycle.
of T-cycle parts. Actually, several headrests. I would say a lot of it is T-cycle
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
Or
Wow.
that's what mainly made it possible.
Wow.
If nothing else.
And he has cerebral palsy.
No, he just was born without his arms. He's
Oh.
pretty physically fit in
Able?
every other way. He's got very dexterous legs and feet. So like he will shift this with his feet. This is his parking brake right here.
Whoa.
And then this is a knee brake. So he just, as his legs going by, he just hits this and it's a brake on both his front.
Wow.
So he was in playing his Nintendo Switch. He was beating a game called Cuphead on Nintendo Switch with his feet. And so
Whoa.
if you want to see something like
Yeah.
that'll blow your mind,
Yeah.
that game's hard for your
Hands.
to beat it. It's a very difficult game. So to see him playing that and doing very
Wow.
well with his feet, it was pretty remarkable.
Wow. And that's an Aza Tetris frame. Okay, so I'm going to park myself right next to the door for Angletech. I'll be parked there. They got some power for me. It is gorgeous. I mean, the clarity in the sky and seeing the mountains and the hillsides right outside is amazing. They say there's a really nice sunset. Tomorrow we have like an 11 o'clock ride. It should be awesome. We got a whole bunch of people that I think some of them know who I am, and it'll be interesting to just introduce myself and have some fun. Go for a good ride. Hey guys, thanks for watching the episode. If you're interested in following along on the van and trike tour, check out my Map My Travels map in the description below. It shows the path I'm taking, and it'll be updated with dates as I progress along the route. The map was built on an app designed by my friend Tice, and it's something that I've been using since I started cycling around Asia almost a decade ago. Upload routes, customize your points, and even attach videos and images to each point. It's a fun way to share your journey, and it's available now if you're interested. Tice is offering a 50% discount on a coupon code that you can get by capturing the QR code on the screen or just by clicking in the links below. It's a great way to share your tour and help out a fellow cycle traveler. Thanks again, and catch you in the next episode.